friends, my name is Esti and I'll be your host today. First of all, I wanted to thank you for all the sweet comments you left in a open mic session in applications. You know, when I see all this number of applications, it was just a first half an hour after event was published, I was very excited because wow, such a lot of people want to know more about Web3 and you are really incredible. So as I'm a biggest fan of my followers and subscribers and my students, so my goal for today is to inspire you, to give you more ideas and just to help you remind this feeling when you see something, like when you registered on a platform like Upwork and Fiverr, and you feel this like, maybe I'm not good enough to make money on it, but I lose nothing, let's try. So, or maybe you can remember your first time when you get your order, when you have money withdrawal, or maybe even rate increase in your first client, first good feedback, and so on. So all this a little injection of adrenaline, of good vibes. So I want you to feel it just right now in our stream. So let's go, here we go. And if you have any questions after watching this video, you have a comment section, so you are welcome and I'll be glad to answer you. So you're incredible, let's go. Okay, let's get started, guys. So I'm excited to start our webinar today, and I received more questions right now. So my co-host Sarah will try to answer it because I'll be online and it will be very complicated for me to both telling and answering the question. So anyway, after the streaming, I'll answer by myself in a comment section. Okay. So let's go. While we are waiting for other guys to join, I can share some of my memories. It was very interesting to remind it. Okay, let me share it. So here is it. I remember it was one of my first events as a blockchain speaker, and it was in 2020 when we have all these troubles with the quarantines, with with COVID and so on. So it was like it was the worst year ever. But actually, I can say that 2022 is better. So just some memories. Okay, let's move and let me tell a little bit more about myself. So, okay. So my name is Esti and I'm from XDigitus. XDigitus, it's my community and it's my Web3 agency. So thank you all for joining, and as I told you, I was really surprised by the number of responses and applications. So it motivated me to create a top content and share the most valuable experience with you. So briefly about myself. Okay. Yeah, my primary specialty is a business analyst and UX designer, which I have been developing since 2014. Also, I've been freelancing since 2014 too, from the end of the year. And then I chose Upwork. At that time it was Odesk, and in 2016 I started my journey on Fiverr. Now I have a top-rated plus badge on Upwork, and I rolled down into a level 1 seller on Fiverr. But there is no problems because my main focus is Upwork. Moreover, I'm thrilled to hold the brand ambassador position and also the community guide. By the way, yesterday I received invite and we created an awesome group, community group in Upwork that is dedicated to Web3. So if you are community member, you can join it and join the discussion. Actually, we have more than 400 of people at September, so it was really cool. Yesterday it was about 100, and about 300 come for this day. What's about my Web3 journey? It began in 2019, and I also began as a business analyst and product owner. So I'll tell you about it later. Let's move next. What is a Web3? Actually, it's not a rocket science. There are Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. You can see it visually. And how? I'm not sure in my screen. Yeah. Yeah, here is it. What is Web 3? Okay. So, Web 1. Web 1 is like an open source, so it's supposed to be open source. Internet protocols from the 70s and 80s, including TCP, IP, SMTP, and HTTP. It was designed in the spirit of openness and inclusiveness. Anyone could build on the top of them without anyone's permissions. So actually, it's a little bit about what Web3 wants to achieve. Okay, moving next. Web 2, it's also open source, but it's hard to monetize. Web 2's business model depended on building proprietary closed protocols and all this on the top of Internet's open ones. And several of these companies, as Facebook, as Google, you know it all, Amazon, are now the most valuable in history. And while we use them for free, we have to place trust in this model that sells user data and opaque code. And finally, Web3. Like Web 1, there are open source protocols, and they are collectively owned through crypto economy. Independent of traditional organizations, code is executed as written, so it's like in smart contracts. Values open source software, user ownership of data, and permissionless access. Also, Web3 creates a shared sense of identity and collaboration. And also, in early stages, it looks like a very cool subculture with all these GMs, do the moons, and so on. But okay, let's talk about this a little bit later. Yeah, so actually, what is Web3? It's all about blockchain, NFT, DAO, and so on. So the crypto itself is just a tiny part of ecosystem. All those tokens, trading scams, it's not a Web3. It's just a kind of manipulation. And as someone astute said, maybe Confucius, maybe me, you don't need to know blockchain to work on Web3 projects like NFT or DAOs. Okay, let's move on. Web3 niches. Okay, let me check. So there is no specific way to get started in a blockchain. If you need a piece of basic knowledge, I'll provide it in October, so you can subscribe to stay tuned, because I have a lot of information and materials, and it's organized. You just need to be recorded. And it will cover all your needs to jump into Web3. It will be focused on freelancing and marketing, because since June I've been working on my Web3 agency on Upwork and have some experience to share. Okay, so moving on. I will be glad to share my story in a Web3. So I have a bunch of remarkable stories, and my first project was DAO. Yeah, I started from DAO when it was not not mainstream. So the client invited me to join it as a business analyst through Upwork. And idea was lovely, and the client was nice and really friendly. So hi Alex, you are still one of the best team leaders I've ever met. When I accepted the offer and started to dive into the project, it was really complicated, and maybe for designer it's not so complicated, but for business analyst it was a hell. And I went through 5 stages of acceptance. It was denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And again, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. At that time, in my mind, crypto was like a synonymous of darknet, fraud, and something illegal and complicated. Luckily, I was persuaded to stay in the project, and thanks to that, my life has changed dramatically. I can say that the work in Web3 equals about 2 or 4 years in Web2, and both in the earnings and in the speed. So it's a really fast project. And how would I suggest you to move to Web3? So why do you need to switch to the Web3? From my opinion, I guess, let's say about developers. Let's start from developers. The average developer rate per hour is 1 or 2 times higher. Developers, however, are a separated topic because they have another tech stack. But for example, if you're doing SMM, as a rule, the rates in this area are not very high. At least it's much lower than rates of business analyst, support, and so on. But in Web3, all is different here. The community is a key indicator, and the community managers are in demand. And of course, performing the same duties as always, but with a little bit knowledge of blockchain and a particular project, you get from 2 to 3 times more income, just because of Web3, because of the hype. The same goes for art. When I ordered 3D logo animation for Web2 company, it costs me about $50. When I ordered the same model from the same person a couple months later, but slightly twisted with the NFT inscription, the price tag was about $120. Also, just because it's NFT, but actually it's the same. And artists know how much NFT is worth when they sell it, or when somebody sells it. So they don't limit themselves in their pricing. Even though it's cruel, it's true. Today you are a 3D artist working for $50 per project. Tomorrow you are an NFT 3D artist charging $150 per the same project, but NFT. So your skills haven't changed, and I know a lot of real cases among freelancers who change their rates such way. So it's not something unusual, and you should think about it, how you can implement Web3 in your business, and how you can switch, what elements you can implement. Okay, so the most interesting is Web3 niches. Okay, let's see. So gradually we come to the most interesting part, and before we start, I can sense that there is no such information and no classification. You won't find it online. It's about like looking for a niche at Upwork in 2015 or for guides. So there is no materials, no guides. It's like a clear field with no limits, and at the same time, no springboard or lifeline. And I've been lucky enough to come across almost every one of these niches, and I'll now give a cursory overview of each. And of course, we'll go through specific cases. So let's see, full-time and part-time jobs. All this I'll tell you about. So let's go to non-technical Web3 jobs. Okay. Give me a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So there are a lot of chances if you are even non-tech specialist. So in the series of videos I'm planning for October, there will be detailed breakdown of each of them. There are precisely the categories I asked you about in the application. So I recommend starting by working with the companies that are working with blockchain products. Okay, so non-technical Web3 jobs. Why I am most valuable this kind of jobs? Because there is a reason I'm starting out this way. First of all, it's how I started out myself. Second, you keep doing what you know how to do, so the transition will be very smooth with plenty of time for self-education, but not to mention that some Web3 companies has onboarding for new users, for Web3 newbies, and it's really cool. So, and third, there is no investment and therefore no risk. If you are offered to become a part of a team, but with the conditions of investment, say goodbye to such companies. It's non-usual for Web3 and blockchain companies. In fact, if you're offered to pay part of your salary in tokens, that's fine. But it depends on what kind of token it is. For example, it could be very different. Getting paid in stable coins like USDT, Ethereum, BTC, Bitcoin is fine. Getting paid in fiat, just like a regular currency like USD, euro, in a sufficient amount, and at the same time getting a small part of bonuses in project tokens that are not yet liquid, it's also okay, even if you can't sell them right now. So the main point is that you should receive amount of money that you are planned to. For example, you are working for $2,000 and you should receive it in stable coins or in fiat. Other money, it's as you wish. Getting half of your salary in fiat or stable coins and half of salary in a project tokens that are still blocked is not recommended, because I've been through this and it's risky. So I wouldn't recommend it. So let's begin from these jobs. If you're a blockchain developer, you're all clear. But Web3 products needs Web2 accessibility. And don't get me wrong, Web3 engineers are smarter than me, smarter than most of us, and some of the most intelligent people in the world. But when they are designing products, they might not be the most accessible. To achieve this, we need Web2 people building Web3 products. And it can't just be the developers. We need designers, product management, business analysts, educational writers, SMM managers, and so on. So let me show you some of the examples of this non-technical Web3 jobs. Okay, let's see some technical. Okay. I can't open the Notion right now, but that's fine. For example, here is Messari. I love this company very much. Messari is one second. Yeah, it's a crypto analytics company, and you can see all the stack is needed. Okay, backend engineer on Solana for Alchemy. Alchemy is also crypto native company, and it's Web3 development. Head of product design in okay, I can't open it because it's in Notion and I'm not logged in. Yeah, so ThirdWork. ThirdWork is a Fiverr for Web3. By the way, there is a company like Layer 3. It's like an Upwork for Web3, and ThirdWork, it's a Fiverr for Web3. Oh, by the way, where are all the jobs? I'm sorry. It was there. Okay, UI designer. In DAO HQ. DAO HQ is a DAO marketplace. Again, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's very hard to switch between the screens. Okay, so just some companies I would like to tell you about. Okay, so as I told, Layer 3 is an Upwork for Web3. ThirdWork is a Fiverr, kind of Fiverr. Fortize for security, for DeFi. Also, there's a Zipsy. It's Web3 design. Rabbit Hole is about learn to earn as a 101. ThirdWeb, I'm just telling some companies that you may trust. ThirdWeb, it's for build Web3 apps with ease. Burst is safe returns in Web3. Paragraph, it's like a kind of Substack for Web3. Okay, what do we have? So it's all the jobs in these companies. So as you can see, legacy, accounting, and so on. So it's all using here. Near protocol, it's layer 1 blockchain. Dune is visual analytics platforms for blockchain project. And if you adore Tableau, Dune is for you, but you need to know a little bit about Python. And of course, some databases. So Zerion, it's social Web3 wallet. all these companies are presented here, and they have these jobs that might be interesting for you. Okay, about some roles. Sometimes companies. Okay, I need to log in. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to change. Oh, yeah, here's name your role. Awesome. So far as demand, excess, supply, every talent is required. If you don't have roles, you can join a company with saying them what you have, what is your stack, what is your knowledge, what is your background, and so send your application this way. Also, you can find a lot of in Twitter. There are a lot of companies that have we are hiring. Here is Zerion, so Web3 wallet. We are hiring a lot of. So you can just Google some companies in Twitter who have we are hiring in description or in their title, and you can add their blockchain, Web3, and so on, and you'll find them. Okay, and also here's open application. For example, in the Dune, if you didn't find something, you can just send them your application with a list of your skills. Okay, that's clear. And let's move to another topic. Okay. Yeah, and I guess it would be most profitable is having your own blockchain project. Yeah, it sounds very complicated, but a blockchain project is blockchain project. Yeah, they have is essentially the same technology startups, but with blockchain. So, for example, Origin Stamp, this company introduces a unique solution that allows you to upload your files and get them time-stamped. Let's take a look. Origin Stamps. Yeah, here is it. And once that is done, the record is uploaded to the public blockchain, to the blockchain ledger, and everyone can now see that a particular document, image, video, or any file that you time-stamped and that it belongs to you. So it was like belonging to you since this date. So if you're an entrepreneur, it's even more interesting. Now is the time when you can be the first to integrate blockchain into your project. And for example, it's not as complicated as you may see. So you just need maybe some investment, but it's really possible. If you consider OneStamp or Origin Stamp, it's essentially the most common cloud-based document storage system, but based on a blockchain technology. So if they can do it, so you can. I just want to tell you some story. In January, I was listening to a podcast of Shiny. It is a speaker on various Web3 topics. And I thought he was cool, but I realized I couldn't reach his level because he's been in the field for a long time. He has huge background and so on. So he is jumped in this Web3 before it wasn't mainstream. And I was insanely surprised when I saw his post just in that January, a little bit later. So, okay, where is? Here you can see that he is in Web3 just for about 14 months ago, and he has 100 of followers. I looked in it and say, what, Esti, what a shame. Why you should be more confident with yourself. You should believe in yourself, and you do it. I'm not sure that I need all the stuff that Oshani has, but yeah, it motivated me a lot. Okay, so now we should move to another topic. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, remove it. I want to tell you some very interesting things about cryptocurrencies. So, as we told, we have part-time jobs and full-time jobs. Of course, these non-tech jobs could be a part-time, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's very distracting. You need to dive in it. So if you decided to work in Web3, you should work on it on a full-time. But what about part-time and maybe not fixed, but part-time incomes in Web3. So let's start from cryptocurrencies. A lot of people, when I'm talking that I'm working with a blockchain project, thinking that I'm working with Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies, it's not the same thing when you hear about working with cryptocurrencies. Crypto projects and blockchain projects. Cryptocurrencies are a so-called way of making money, apparently like mushrooms after the rain. But this is not a blockchain. Blockchain is a technology, a really revolutionary technology, and that is used for cryptocurrencies, but it's not the same thing. It's only a tiny part of the possible uses of blockchain technology. So many blockchain and technology words. I'm sorry for this. Yeah, but because of the hype and desire to get easy and fast money, this concept was formed as the main one, which eclipses the popularity of the rest of the information space. Let's break it down conventionally to a few points to see where the money is. Okay, so trading, crypto trading. So I can't go to the next points without mentioning trading. But if you want to make money without constant stress, this option is not for you. I believe there are specific contraindications and limitations to this type of earning, like restrictions on watching movies, not under 12 or not under 18, etc. Especially if you have gambling and humanitarian thinking and no time to study the peculiarities of technical analysis. So the cryptocurrency market is extremely volatile. I remember when I got my first paycheck in a Bitcoin, as I remember it was 0.123 Bitcoin. And that time one Bitcoin was about $8,000. My team lead told me that you can keep it in Bitcoin, but keep in mind that it's really volatile, so it makes sense to swap it. Okay, I knew this man, and he wouldn't just say it. So indeed, when I become just like investigating how to withdraw it and how to swap it, my amount jumped from equivalent of $800 to $1,000 within a few days. Of course, I'd rather forget about it for 1 year when BTC jumped from 8 to 6,000 per 1 BTC, and then it jumps to 30, 50K, but okay, let's not talk about it. So crypto prices are like a roller coaster, and there are certainly some lucky winners, yeah, and they are often in a plain sight. That's why you get that feeling that everyone can do it. But believe me, it's nothing more than like a survivorship bias. So, slightly we are moving to another topic as a passive investment in crypto. If you're wondering if I applied in my career to trading, no, never. I've never ever even registered on a platform for the purpose of trading. But I have a fantastic specialist to whom I have been giving my money to trust management, for trust management over the years, and he's been doing a great job with it. Thus, we came to the next option. Yeah, so passive investing is a good option of earning in crypto if you trust to your trader. So MindTrader has many years of trading experience with the stock and forex exchanges. And by the way, he has an exciting opinion about comparing crypto and old school trading. So I guess I have to introduce him to you somehow, by all means. Okay, let's move for another topic. It's DAO. How to earn in DAOs. DAO is an acronym, stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. It's a way of organizing activities where coordination between processes is done without centralized management. So DAO is also a way of organizing where activities between processes are coordinated without centralized control, but using automatic algorithms. In blockchain and crypto projects, the work is based on the smart contracts. So the actual DAO infrastructure appeared thanks to Ethereum. Today, when Ethereum has many alternatives, it's possible to create your own project with Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, and so on. So the idea of DAO is more radical than the idea of cryptocurrencies. It's not only about decentralized token issuance, but also about a decentralized management system. Smart contracts technology can potentially eliminate the need for banks, courts, and credit institutions. And roughly speaking, make everything work transparently and automatically. So DAO also stands for a type of organizational structure, and a particular organization with a similar name launched in April 2016. So it was a crowdfunding platform for venture capital and ran on Ethereum smart contracts. Okay, so where can I make money here in DAO? Once again, I want to emphasize that all those people with entrepreneurial skills should pay attention to blockchain. You can build a fully decentralized online store that will sell digital products. It could be games, art, and music. And DAO is a great for crowdfunding platforms, freelancers, exchanges, philanthropy, venture funding, marketplaces, everything. So any project that you need to bring people together. I think Amazon on blockchain principles would work much better. So you can establish your own DAO and, for example, using it as crowdfunding or marketplace, yeah, or join DAO. And almost every DAO has ways to contribute and earn. So you can join with your regular job, with your regular skills, or you can bring some new ideas and raise money on it. Primarily, DAOs are using Discord and Telegram for communication. So you just need to search for it. Okay. Another kind of money making in Web3 is airdrops. Where it comes from? There are tens of thousands of coins, tokens, and NFTs collections worldwide, and it's getting harder and harder to announce new ones every time. So projects often use airdrop mechanics to attract new users and build a community. The project defines its own activities and conditions that must be fulfilled to receive a reward. And this can range from staking assets to maybe like a retweeting, liking, and so on. So you only spend time completing and often very simple tasks. You become just what is known as an early adopter or early bird and so on. So it's for airdrops usually. If the project goes to the moon, you get an income and you have X's, yeah, so X2, X3, and so on. If not, you just wasted your time, not money. By the way, we now have an example of airdrop. You get an NFT in exchange for participating in this event. So I choose this mechanics instead of all the sort of PDF workbooks, presentations, and so on. So I just disregard all those freebies which are usually handed out at webinars, because I want to send you a real NFT. When you get this NFT, you can touch Web3 in person. It's like a petting zoo instead of an animal encyclopedia. So don't miss a chance. If you didn't fill application, you can do it. And it's like in a video description. So again, about airdrops, you can't make a lot of money of that, but it's more like a lottery, and that's where your gambling comes in very handy. But it will significantly increase your insight and ability to analyze projects, and it's often a great networking experience. Yeah, so I have a lot of people and buddies that we were connected by airdrop channels. It's a very good time. By the way, a significant audience for the airdrop is the teenagers. They have no money, but a lot of time and inspiration to create accounts and brandish rewards. And since, as we are talking about teenagers, let's discuss topics such as NFT games. So it's like a play to earn, work to earn, learn to earn. So all this X to earn. Very often they are aimed specifically at activity. And these newfangled topics are often complex to keep up with because the average part of their lives, it's about 6 months. So this is their vitality. By vitality, I mean the moment when you can really make money there. The main thing, turn on your critical thinking, because sometimes you come across an outright scam where you need to buy something necessary to the game, some stuff, some maybe, I don't know, anything that you will need, maybe some characters to play with and so on. And well, these investments are unrealistic. So do your own research. It's my favorite phrase in Web3. Another topic is affiliate marketing in crypto. What does it mean? Of course, the hype around crypto would be much less if it weren't for affiliate marketing, when you have to bring someone into the system and get rewarded. So countless publishers, channels, Instagram accounts, and so on, with all these crypto memes, news, life hacks are often part of the affiliate program. So it's like a way to monetize your audience. So if you have an audience, you can easily monetize it with affiliate programs. And let's move to amortization and quizzes, which many crypto projects do. So many newbies don't know the meaning of these terms. So our session is Ask Me Anything. Simply put, it's a live stream in which the project team answers questions from the community. A quiz, it's like a kind of online lottery or raffle and so on. So how to make money on it? If we are talking about AMA sessions, so you can ask a good, smart question on it and be rewarded. For example, Binance. Binance also often stream in such session and pay to the authors of good questions up to $1,000. So the main thing is not to miss the sessions, or if it is a quiz, to pass them without errors. Okay, and you can hardly live on these earnings, but if you assume it's a scholarship for learning, it's very worthwhile. So think about it. Let's move to faucets. Okay, here. Faucets, it's a common name for projects that offer to earn a small amount of crypto for performance-specific actions. Similar to airdrop, but totally different. Here you should be extremely careful because under this name, a lot of fraudulent projects are created. So you can make money on faucets, but you should watch their organizers. If a faucet is initiated by a blockchain project or famous crypto exchange, you can try it if you have a time. But if it's something like watch the sites and get bitcoins for it, I guess it should be moved straight to the trash. Okay, and my favorite, it's Testnets and devnets. An exciting way of earning for newbies who wants to understand how certain projects work. For example, if you're a QA, if you're a quality assurance manager, and so on, if you're a starter developer, so it's a good option for you. So this project basically use you as a tester and give you some tokens for it. Sometimes not a token, sometimes they pay real money. Of course, in most cases, it's the same crypto, but it's a real stable coin, like a Bitcoin, stable currencies, I mean, like a Bitcoin or Ethereum. Or even you can become a part of the team. More interesting but more complicated than testnets are devnets, in which you need to have a specific expertise in programming and in engineering. So for the first time, income is not very high, especially if you are a developer and you have a lot of projects, maybe in Web2, that you can work for much higher, much more money. But it's not always a high stable income, but it's an excellent start for development position. Okay, and another option is ambassador programs. So it's also about if you have some audience. Oh, we are out of the time. Okay, so suppose you already have to become a public fan of a brand. Moreover, you already have an audience, not necessarily in the crypto sphere, so you can earn on this. Super celebrity is not necessary, but you should communicate diligently and follow all the news of a particular project. So to get such work, it's enough to pump your Twitter, Reddit, and write articles. If you are not far from YouTube, so yeah, it's a combo. Find interesting projects, and often somewhere in the footer of the website or in Discord servers, you can find information about Ambassador School or something like that. or contribution, and this is an excellent option for those who want to earn publicity in crypto. Okay, so that was all the main ways to grow your Web3 business, and I guess we have some time, so I promised to show you how to create your NFT, and let's do it. Okay, let me do it on Opensea. Oh yeah, of course. I don't remember my password. By the way, I'm storing my password on the paper on my notebook. Okay. It will take about a few minutes, I guess, to create it. Look. Awesome. That's my super collections. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Okay. So, why you should learn to make your NFTs, to create your NFTs? It would be a great part of your portfolio if you're an artist, if you're a musician, and so on, if you're a video maker. So if you will share your NFT, it would be, wow, seems like he's or she's understanding how it works. So it's really easy, but it needs some time. So let's create new item. And we have this beautiful axolotl. Let's external link is if you have a portfolio externally, you can share it here. Okay. Descriptions. Don't need it. Select collection. I have a lot of collections, so let's put it here. If you have a traits, for example, different colors, clothes, and so on, you can add it here. The same as textual traits, like properties. Supply. I'll create 2. So Ethereum would cost some money. I don't remember. I guess it's about $10. It depends on a gas fee. So gas fee, it's not that you're paying to Opensea. It's a fee that you're paying to the network, to the Polygon, to the Ethereum, Solana, and so on. So I prefer Polygon because it's very cheap. Create. Almost done. But palm trees. Now you will see that it's not so easy because I need to change the network. That's how it looks like. Oh, I'm not sure that you can see it. Unfortunately, you don't. Let me share my screen. Yeah, let's do this way. Hope you will see it. Yeah, got it. And again, I'm not sure that you can see on my screen. Okay, I'll do it the text way. Entire screen. Okay, now we should see it. Here's my MetaMask wallet. I have only Ethereum here, so I need to add my network. So to add it, I should add some details, and let me show it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will just show you later after I put it. Network name. No, it's not interesting. I should show you all the process. Okay. Yeah, got it. Cool. Okay, so you should put here Polygon mainnet, then Polygon RPC. Why? Okay, chain ID is 137. Currency symbol is Matic. And block explorer URL is this one. Oh, cool. Save. Yeah, so my Matic is added. And let's create an NFT. Axolotl. No external link, no website. Collection is 6 digits. And let's make it Polygon. And let's make just 10 of them. Create. I'm not a robot. Traffic lights, I know how to recognize them. Okay, please wait. And now I should sign the transaction. Yeah, you created Axolotl. And let's see how it looks like. If you don't see this image, it's not uploaded yet. You just need to refresh metadata. And here is it. Yeah, 10 of them is owned by you. So here is the collection, and here is the axolotl. It's awesome. So you can do it the same way and share this link in your profile, and it would be very cool experience for you. Yeah, so for now I can say that it's the end of our event, and I'm very glad that we had this time together. I'm very thankful for you, to your interest, and I hope we will meet us next time. So I'm going to grow my experience and a lot of things to share. So you can just subscribe and see my news on other projects on education, because I have a number of people that I'll be doing Web3 videos for, and you can see it on my profile. So that's it. Thank you. I would suggest you can digest this information, drink water. Yeah, so it really helps to keep a clear mind and work, and of course grab your NFT. So I'll left the link in the description. You can comment on this video with your question and thoughts, and let's chat in Telegram. Just search for X-Digitals there, and let's continue our conversation. So I was very grateful, and hope it was very useful for you. See you soon. Have a good time. Stay.